Hello and welcome to a scene in Old World of Darkness, Kansas venue. Today we are going to have a Guru scene, Guru and Kinfolk, with a number of new Guru. So I'm going to go with we're not on the sept right now, because I'm assuming that when Sean jumps in, we'll. So Shivan is in lupus form in the Umbra outside of the sept pacing. She put up a howl, but I'm just obviously going to assume nobody's shown up yet. And she's kind of pacing along the edge of the bond. She's a very muscular, but she's fairly muscular, red lupus, fairly noticeable.
Only a few minutes after Siobhan makes her howl, she will hear another howl. Not one in the direction of the bond, but from behind her. And you hear the introduction howl as, "My name is Alexandra Knight, Cleith Galliard of the Shadow Lords, born on 2 legs, and I wish for entry onto the sept." And not too much longer later, Siobhan will see a black lupus that smells of Shadow Lord purebreed start to stroll up, more than a few yards away from her.
The red lupus will turn to face this new Guru. The minute you get within like the radius of this Guru, you can just smell the Fianna purebreed coming off of her. And she pads forward. Head's not like raised or lowered or anything. She's just padding forward to meet the new lupus.
All right. As Siobhan approaches, Alexandra, the black bird wolf, will turn to her, kind of stand up a little bit to give the new person some attention as they come on over. And in the lupus tongue, she will respond, "You were the other howl I heard earlier."
It would appear so. And at this point, she's like standing like really close and is reach out to sniff the other wolf.
She has no issues with this.
And she'll kind of pace around, just sniffing the other wolf all over.
Yep, the black wolf will do the same, not wanting to, not wanting to just kind of sit there and be walked around in a circle, because that just doesn't sound okay.
And she'll after she finishes circling the other wolf and sniffing her, just kind of, you know how wolves do that kind of like sneeze thing to clear their noses of a scent, or dogs do it too. Like she'll do that and then say in lupus tongue, "And we wait." And she'll pad over to the edge of the bond and sit.
And so it is then. Alexandra will start to make her way.
By the time you get there, she's already. Oh, sorry.
No. You finish off.
I was just saying, because I have a flaw I need to play out. By the time that Alexandra reaches where Siobhan is sitting, she's already like cleaning herself because she's impatient and she needs to do something to keep from getting distracted.
And it's not too long before the sound of another howl reaches the two Gauru ears. Excuse me. It's very hard to make out, or at least it is initially. But eventually it comes across as someone introducing themselves as Wanbor McGraw, a Bone Gnawer, Ragabash. And they're asking for permission to enter the Sept under the promise that they have beer. And not too long later, Wanbor McGraw shows up with in Lupus form, with this very small, looks to be like this cooler of some description in his possession.
Siobhan will perk her head up, look over to this new guru, pad over to inspect them.
Mhm.
Usual, like sniffing, waiting to see if he makes any sort I'm looking for. Suspicious moves, I guess. It's not really the right word, but it works.
Well, he puts the cooler. He's carrying the cooler in his mouth, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts that down and sits down. Just lets them like sniff at him, though. Just kind of give them a kind of the same, innocent expression which the doggo in my overlay has. Patient, as it were. And yes, he does smell a little bit unwashed. In dire contrast to the pure breed which you got from the Shadow Lord. Instead of like the pure breed of an ancestral line dating back thousands and thousands of years, you just get the smell of lager.
Mm. Yeah, she just does the cleaning her nose thing again, and then sit to head back over to the edge of the barn.
So, another howl rips through the evening, or whatever time it is, and it is reciting the name of Endures the Nightmare, Theurge, Child of Gaia. Sorry, first time I'm doing this. Yeah, name my rank, and Lupus. And I pad up near where the cooler is set down. And I am a pure white wolf in Lupus.
Okay. Alexandra will look around. She'll say, seems you're getting quite the crowd now. So, to fill up some of the time, as a favor, why don't some of you indulge my curiosity a bit?
What are you curious about?
All of you. If you are not already members of the sept, what brought you here?
The spirits brought me here.
Which spirit? Stag himself?
The lupus wolf kind of shakes its head from side to side. Very human motion. And I actually have to look up to make sure I didn't get it wrong.
All right.
Dire tiger, not stag.
Ooh. Interesting. Did this spirit have a particular reason for you coming?
I'm sure it did. It's a spirit. And it isn't likely to tell a little Cleoth like me, now is it?
Upon hearing the accent, she'll say, "Huh. Dire Tiger must have had very specific reasons if he sent you so far away from Ireland."
It was an accident, Tim. I didn't mean to do that.
Was it? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It was an
I'm so sorry.
actually wasn't trying to-
Bullshit. That's some bullshit. You did it on purpose. Don't even all
No!
your characters do it.
No, because
As a revision,
Joey, why are you lying?
no, I
Why?
did. I was literally typing as soon as I finished talking.
Why you always lying?
No, but I got you. As a backtrack, then, what Alexandra will ask instead is, I haven't smelled a Fianna with stags with such a strong imprint of stag's touch that wasn't from Ireland.
Oh, well, evidently I am. And she like lifts her paws up to do like the finger, the like air quotation like sign, but ends up like just kind of rearing in the air, back on her paws. Royalty or something.
Or something. Interesting.
And from Wambo
Should
McGraw.
I?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
It's a bit
Go
of
ahead,
a
bro.
delay between us. For Wambo McGraw, he just kind of like looks at this whole interactions, looks both between the Shadow Lord and the Fianna, between them, before he just says quite eloquently and with a very noticeable accent, even in Lupus, "I could use a drink." And then he pops open the cooler with his nose. He like drags one of the bottles of beer. He's got like some sort of cheap brand, like Budweiser, for example. Why not? He initially like tries to take it off with his teeth, but then he realizes that's not a good idea. So he then relaxes back into Homid. His Homid's form, well, basically he looks like your regular Bone Nora hobo. And he produces this like bottle opener from a Swiss Army knife, because they have one in there, and clacks it open before he just sits and drinks a beer in the Umbra.
Looks over at this, kind of shakes, like the full body shake in her breed form. She says she's a very pretty, not like oh my god hot, but she's fairly pretty. Long red hair, wearing traveling clothes. She's got a dagger on her side. She stretches. Oh, I will never get used to that, I swear. Oh.
If everyone's starting to go into Hamid, Alexandra will relax too, and you will see the woman that I have up in this picture here. black woman, short hair, and a very nice black blouse, jeans, and combat boots, because all of my female characters wear combat boots. Matter now. Or is there even? There's not an equipment list, you know. Sean, is it okay to say she has like a basic ass knife? I think he crashed. I'm gonna assume yes right now. It's okay. If he tells me no, he can yell at me later. Either way, Alexandra will kind of stretch.
I will respond to the question with, I was sent here for my previous sept.
Your previous act. Can I ask where that's from?
I don't know. Like, out of character, I have no idea.
Okay, that's cool. Because Alexandra can cover for that. She'll say, yes, I forget the same idea of location as Hamid's. I apologize. But can I ask you?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, Alexandra's just going to say, then can I ask why they sent you?
Something about paying homage. You know, just all the younger wolves do it, so they sent me as well.
Interesting. All right, then. You guys are getting a phone call.
Wanbo McGraw, for his part, after he takes a sip of one of his beers, after successfully navigating the beer bottle opener, and quite well. Let me put it this. Sorry, just got a message there for a sec. There's a reason why he has speech impediment. Basically, I just came here because I got a hangover.
The Fiona looks over and kind of quirks an eyebrow, and then just shrugs, turns to the back to the Lupas. Well, it's good to have you here. I'm sure everything will go. I'm sure.
Sure about that, Hen?
She shrugs. Yeah, it's better to be encouraging. You know, a bit of positivity in everybody's life. And she gives a blindingly cheerful smile.
I know. Wanbo, for his part, he will take out another one of the bottles of beer and just place it on the ground, as if offering to give it to give it to Subahab.
She'll take it. I had to make sure this character wasn't underage. She'll just pop, she doesn't pop the lid. She's kind of half bouncing it on her leg. She's kind of bouncing on her feet from side to side impatiently. Just kind of tapping the beer bottle on her leg. She hasn't opened it yet.
You down with that, love?
Oh no, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Alexandra's going to look to the bone gnar at this point and ask, and so you then.
Sorry,
We
can you
have
say that
one
again?
that was...
Can you say that again, Tim? I didn't get the first part.
that, dude. I'll try to speak up. Alexandra's going to look to the bone gnar and ask, so far we have royalty sent here by a spirit to perform an unknown job. We have another that was sent here as tribute from another sect. What is your purpose for being here?
I came here because I got a hangover.
Huh. Ever cures in the Midwest?
I could say that.
I'll kind of turn to you,
Fair enough.
turn to the Bonar and say, still in lupus form, mind you. What's a hangover?
He's not called Bone Nora. That would be an awesome name, but to be named after a tribe. But Wanbo McGraw just kind of like looks towards the lupus, came up to him and just goes, "Hangover? You ever had a headache before?"
I say, no, I don't think I have.
Well, imagine something dropping on your head from a very high height and it just staying like that for ages.
Why would something drop on my head? I think I would be fast enough to avoid that.
Oh, looks like somebody's been watching TV.
Sorry about that. My browser just crashed for a second for some reason. Did you guys get what I said?
Yeah, last thing you said. And Siobhan went, looks like somebody's been watching TV after the lupus replied.
Oh, is it Google, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just had about 4 or 5 howls of introduction go up at the edge of the bond.
Okay. Cool. How long have you guys been running this thing? About like what, 15 minutes or so?
About
As I get you guys haven't been doing much but sitting there pretty much, right?
mm-hmm. Bullshit.
Just bullshit. Sorry, Tim. I'm going to have to disappoint you. There is a silver fang on the set, but he's not going to be the one to greet you guys. Some back and forth. Younger man, probably about, if not mid-20s, probably about the best place you come. Kind of a, I wouldn't call it bonar scruffy appearance, but definitely is not someone who takes themselves seriously or too seriously by the t-shirt, kind of tattered jean look with a trilby on his head. Group and kind of, you guys the ones that are making the racket around here? He says, which is kind of this, I guess, I don't know if I'd call it a bright smile, but definitely a kind of short-ended grin.
He gets a blinding flash of teeth from the Fiona as she goes, "Oh, that'd be us."
As Siobhan smiles and shows teeth, take a couple of notable steps to the side and look to the person that greeted them and see what happens here.
And Wanbo McGraw just, as he's still sat down drinking his beer, he just raises up his hand and waves at the person.
Yeah, and he'll just kind of So then who's who around here? Follow.
Shall we go through proper introductions again then?
I mean, if you feel like it.
Very well then. Alexandra Knight, Cleith Galliard of the Shadow Lords born on 2 legs.
Shivan pops up next. Shivan MacFinn, Cleith Hamed Galliard of the Fianna tribe, born on 2 legs. She kind of like, after she says it, she kind of like gets this look on her face, like, did I do that right? Kind of like that thoughtful kind of look. She kind of just looks up into the sky, her head cocked to the side.
How you doing, pal? Wanbo McGraw, Cleith Bonor Ragabash, born on 2 legs. Whatever you want.
And he just kind of looks at you. You
I got
and me
beer.
are going to get
I've
along.
got beer. And he holds up the cooler, which has like maybe like 2 or 3.
I will take one.
No, he'll gladly give you one.
Awesome. He'll pop in and take a squig.
And I'll finally say, I'm Endures the Nightmare, the urged child of Gaia, born on 4 legs. Plieth.
I don't know if she was going to jump in on this or if she's AFK or what it is.
Well, we're in the Umbra.
She's a
Yeah.
kinfolk.
Yeah.
Info. They're
I
in
see.
the Umbra.
Okay.
Can't get in.
There's the explanation I needed. Okay.
It's
All
just
right.
kind of like
That-
kinfolk.
that-
Umbra for life.
Every day.
As Tim tries to, as Tim's going to try to get Tim the hookup here, Alexandra will ask, I forgot, what did this Phonar introduce himself as? Like, what was he? Like, what was his name?
Ragabash.
Nah, but like his name.
Oh, Wanbo McGraw.
No, the dude that just greeted us. I thought he said he was a Phonar, right?
Oh, sorry.
He
sorry.
looks like a Bonar.
He's got that gruff appearance, sort of like he would fit in with the Bonars, but not quite. Like it's that straddled line between this is a natural look that I'm putting on but with the trilby it kind of offsets it and almost makes it look like unintentionally hipsterish, if you know what I mean.
Ooh, god damn, you're making it sound like my first werewolf character now.
Well,
Yeah, Alexandra will ask then. So may we get your name?
Trent, Nevada. Well, oh yeah, I suppose there's more that goes along with that. Born on 2 legs, and how to put this? This might be a little interesting. Children.
You cut out for all but the end.
God, you fail me. That was supposed to be fun.
I'm sorry. I heard you
Not
was fire.
Joey.
All I got was Child of
Trent
Gaia.
Nevada, born on 2 legs. Children.
Same thing.
Oh no, I got it. This motherfucker just said he was a Nuisha. All right. Do we know what that is,
On the
Sean?
list is an honored guest, so.
All right.
eh.
Yeah. Do we know what that is with our lore, Sean? Or no?
Or you could interpret it to either he's being a kind of a douche and denying that any tribe affiliation is Pack Falls Coyote, or be a coyote shifter. I mean, you could have had rumors depending on where you're from. If you're from Europe, that seems like you might have heard about, but not really ran into.
Mm-hmm.
If
All
you're
right.
familiar with, it's more of a regional thing.
Yeah. Alexandra's from California, so she knows roughly what's up.
Mhm.
So this will get a raised eyebrow from her. She'll just say, "Very well then. I suppose rites of cleansing are in order."
Yep, I could totally handle that for you. And since I'm barely having time keeping the internet connection with just Facebook, no muss, no fuss, I ain't rolling dice for it. Rite of
Not
cleansing.
a lot of SCs do that. You're good.
Yeah.
Like, so many SCs are just like, nah, fuck that.
Siobhan will assist in the rites of cleansing.
And once it's all done, normal warder would be here, but he's currently handling other issues got expedited.
Other issues. Is there something going on?
People still there?
Yes, we're still there. We just lost you.
Did
Lagging horribly.
Yeah, this is some hard lag here.
I'll be right back.
As the Nuisha contemplates this, he's just sitting there thinking about it. Alexandra will turn to the rest of the group. So I suppose since all of you told me your reasoning for being here, I should tell you mine. Just heard, well, interesting whispers about this place. We hear you better right now.
I dropped Discord, like floating in the background, and I think that was part of the problem. Shut down Steam. So, all right, what did you not get?
Okay. I actually didn't. I forgot the Nuisha's name, but he was explaining that the warder would have come to greet us, but he's up to other shit, so they sent me instead.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Trent is his name.
Trent. Okay. That was me forgetting. Alexandra's follow-up question to that was, is there like a particularly like big issue on the Sept at the moment?
Well, seeing as, let me double check before I put my shoe in my fucking mouth as far as things go. Well, part of the reason really is someone was apparently
Okay. we lost him at just the time.
I swear, Google has a horrid sense of humor.
Holy God.
That horrid sense of humor from Google, though.
All right, so that
Bro,
happens to
have you
everyone.
tried turning down
Nuisha. That's clearly what's going on here.
Yeah, Google is an
It's
Nuisha.
taken
or
on its own.
alternatively, we have a rust spider stuck in Google server.
Yeah,
one of the two. Well, let's see here. Where was I? I was trying to explain why the warder wasn't here. Well, someone is currently in the process of transferring over lupus kinfolk, from my understanding, and the warder is being the only lupus that we had is currently made, I guess would be a good way to put that.
So out of character, let me make sure I got this. The warder is being sent to do what now?
Okay, there's a PC who is bringing in kinfolk that are wolves, and since he's the only lupus, he's basically like, get acclimated to, you've been transferred to here, this is really weird for you guys, but hey, let me
Okay.
bunch of
Yeah.
hominids or right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Alexandra, she hears that, is going to look over to Endures.
I'm just gonna cock my head to the side. And say, I think I missed something.
what would you miss? I'd be glad to fill you in.
Is that what you homids call
Tell me.
sarcasm?
Generally, that's
yeah.
how that works. Yeah.
Roughly. Tell me, Endures, did you come here with any kinfolk? Lucas kinfolk?
I look around, and before I say no, I don't believe so, unless one or two may have followed me.
Then this is likely just a different Lucas then. I would certainly hope that you're not escorting kinfolk to a sect and not know about it.
That would lead to problems. Yeah.
And once they're cleansed, Alexander will start to come into the bond, assuming that Trent's cool with it, of course. And she'll
He has no problem.
look over and ask then. So now that we have the proper meet and greets handled, do you think that we can step back into the real world a bit?
That's probably I mean, either or. Probably would be best for a certain PC if we did.
Exactly. In character, Alexander just wants to see the Tellurian side of the sept.
Once you step sideways, the Tellurian side of the sept. Are you guys just on the bond, right?
Yeah, we're like on the
Get a
bond, not
map
properly on the
here.
sept yet.
Maps. Just take a second, because the actual sept is on a nature reserve, but like the bond, a little closer to an actual like campsite, I believe. I'm asking for a lot out of Google today. Can maps and Hangouts run at the same time? We'll see on this edition of.
Hey, Sean,
Yes,
what's the diff?
for
Stepping sideways.
you are super choppy.
Right.
First,
Fine to the rest of us, or at least me.
if you're stepping sideways on the set, it's almost like it's next to nothing. Like that's the whole point of set of like.
Where is that in the book? Is my question.
That shit.
I mean, honestly, you could just say, what is it, where you're like slowly going back over there, so you don't have to roll. It just takes like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so where you guys are at is Fancy Creek State Park. It's on the other side of the lake from where the actual cairn is. Which has actual campsites and places to stay and all that fun stuff. Pink. All right.
And Siobhan will step sideways as well. She'll take her time. She does have a coat over, like, covering her her fang dagger, so it's not like immediately visible. Well, rip.
Yeah, I think we good. As they step sideways and back up at the park.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I just have a merit for stepping sideways, which is why I was asking.
natural channel.
Yes.
Thought so.
And I also have a flaw too, so.
Oh, yeah. I actually have the beards with that same loadout too. It's pretty bad. Really.
Not sure whether Google hates me or my internet provider hates me more. It's one of the two. I'll get to the bottom of this. So where we got at right now as far as things going on?
We had just. Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, you go.
My bad, dude. I was just saying. The group has stepped sideways.
All right.
You had mentioned that we play park, and I think we're just making our way into the sept proper.
Yeah, I guess I'll do it slowly then, if everybody else is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Works. Apparently I can't have Discord open at the same time, or anything really opening or going at the same time. The less dice rolls I have to supervise. All right. I'm gonna move from the bond to the act proper.
Yeah, since they've been cleansed and everything.
Okay. So you'll basically have to go either up the lake to get there, whichever you guys want to do. That's totally. There is a nature reserve, which mostly plains kind of plants. They're really tall vegetation, which is not a lot of trees, that sort of thing. Flowers. So that is probably 8 feet to 10 feet high, or mostly bushes and some open patches of area. It's up the nature reserve, as well as the creatures that live there and shrines that the guru have setting on it for Karen purposes.
Okay. As they're walking, Alexandra will ask, so when you said you were one of Coyote's children, Trent, did you mean a Coyote shifter?
And take it and leave it however you want.
I'll take that as a yes. How did you end up here?
I kind of wandered in, and I mean,
Oh, I think we lost him again.
Oh, and we're not the only ones having this problem. Hangouts is just being bad today.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Okay, where did I cut off at?
All right, we lost you at. I just sort of wandered in, and
Yeah, I mean, he basically is like, I've been just wandering about until where I was needed until I ended up here. And I mean, the setup's dedicated to Coyote, so I've just kind of around.
so this is your place to settle down, your retirement, as it were.
I think it's a bit young to call it a retirement, but
Then settling down.
it's definitely a comfortable place.
Fair enough.
And I mean, there's definitely some exciting things that happen here, but it's its own kind of quiet place from time to time.
All right. Also, guys, be right back. I gotta take another call. So,
So, Kim, did you want to bring your character in now, or wait a bit?
Nah, that's fine.
Okay.
Basically, you would see, she's sort of tall, only about 5'9". But she is leaning heavily on a cane. She walks through. She's just wearing jeans, some flip-flops, and a t-shirt. And her hair is black and cut close to her head. She's just kind of, walking around on her cane. Not on her cane, but with her cane. And she'll, I guess she'll see just like a whole bunch of wolves roll up. So she'll just kind of wave.
Who all's in Lupus?
Me. That's it.
Okay.
I thought like a lot more
And
people.
then I think everyone else is in Hamid.
Okay.
Yeah, we shifted out of Hamid.
Okay. I'm not paying attention, so. Okay, so she'll just
It's all
wave.
Guess Trent will wave back over the rest of the group. Hey, a new face.
Wambo McGraw will wave back to Maddie. How you doing, Hen?
Doing just fine. Yourself?
That's bad.
That's
And
good.
could I possibly interest you in the opportunity to drink one of my beers? And he holds up the cooler, which only has maybe one or two left.
No thank you.
Huh?
Sorry, out of character. Has Maddie introduced herself yet?
No, she's just waved. For the most
Okay.
part.
Has she approached?
No, she's just waved at you guys.
All right. Yeah, Alexandra will wave back. Is Maddie currently walking?
Yeah, and she's leaning heavily on a cane.
Okay. Alexandra's just gonna take notice of that. Maybe ask her about that later.
I should probably introduce myself, I guess. I'm Maddie Leary, but everyone calls me Matt.
Matt.
Yep.
May I ask if you use she and her pronouns?
I mean, as long as I understand you're talking to me, I don't really care. I'm not picky.
Understood. Also, now that she's in Hamid, everyone's going to notice that Alexandra does something a little weird every time she talks. She does one of two things. She either, as she speaks, counts the syllables in every sentence that she says, or the words in every sentence that she says.
Okay.
Like with her fingers. Like she's just kind of silently tapping them to herself. But sorry for the segue, everyone. Alexandra will nod and she'll say, well, all right then. Do you have a tribe?
And she'll just kind of wave a hand around. I'm kind of new to all of this. My mother was a child of Gaia.
Okay.
I'm part of that tribe.
Okay, understood. Then it's very good to meet you, Matt. My name is Alexandra Knight, Cleof Galliard of the Shadow Lords, born on 2 legs.
It's obvious she doesn't get the rest of that, like the last little bit, all of that.
She'll
But
nod.
yeah, she'll nod and say, it's good to meet you, Alexandra.
She'll nod and say, in case you were wondering, born on 2 legs means I was born essentially the same way you were, as a human. And she'll throw up air quotes when she says human.
She'll nod.
2 children of Gaia, I'm sure will be happy.
If you're lagging really bad, Sean, try turning your video quality down. That's what I did.
Because I did
Hope it's not
not
lagging.
hear
I'm
what
just
you
gonna-
just said.
Okay, I'm just going to turn off the camera altogether. Does that help?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, he basically said, so 2 children of Gaia, I'm sure Peacemaker will be happy.
She'll just kind of tilt her head to the side. Why would they be happy? And who's Peacemaker?
Peacemaker's the Sept Alpha. Well,
So is that a sarcastic comment then?
no. Make it sarcastic if you'd like. Bright grin. Obviously being sick.
She'll just kind of smile and nod her head at him.
I'll kind of get up and walk to the kinfolk and just sniff around her.
Smells like a kinfolk, I guess. She's got no pure breed or anything. So, maybe like some paperwork or something she'll smell like, because she works in an office.
I kind of just huff and walk to the side.
She'll just look at him. Say, well, I guess that
I'm
was an
sure
introduction.
that go on ahead, Kim.
My bad. That was really just it. She was just kind of looking at him and was like, I guess that's an introduction. Nice to meet you as well.
I have a really bad habit as an ST to the minute dead space happens to try and fill it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry. I take pauses between like my words and stuff. That's sorry.
Yeah, I have a tendency of talking over people.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Fiona
Go ahead, Joe.
pops up next. She kind of does this really like bright and like energetic walk. Like it's almost like a power walk. She walks over to Maddie and holds out a hand for her to shake.
Bye, Tim.
Hi.
But Matt will take her hand and shake it.
My name's Siobhan. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, Siobhan. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty wonderful. This is such an interesting place, isn't it? And
Indeed.
she has this smile. It's like 100 gigawatt smile. Like it's blinding if you stare at it too long. It's like looking into the sun.
Clean her teeth in the beach or something? Like, dang. Your teeth are supposed to be like naturally a little yellow, but okay. She'll just kind of smile. It is. It's a very nice place, indeed.
Well, I hope you have a good day, and I'll move along so other people can say hi. And she grins as she like moves to the side.
Fuck you, Google Hangouts. You know what? She'll just look over to indoors, the nightmare. She'll just sort of point with her finger and say, if he's talking, could someone translate for me, I suppose?
Siobhan will just say, I can translate anything. And then if he says anything, just assume she translates it for you.
I kind of look at Saban and say, I'm a child of Gaia, and I welcome you.
She looks at him and says, he says he's a child of Gaia. And he's very, 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 very happy to see you.
I snarl a bit, but
More ways than one. Heavy sarcasm.
When he snarls, Siobhan just looks at him and locks eyes with him.
Wait, hold on.
Says, do not do that again.
Wait, hold on.
He's doing a stare down.
Yeah, hold on, wait. I'm lupus born, so I wouldn't understand what you're doing, so I don't snarl, so I just cock my head to the side. I don't understand you're being silly, or sarcastic.
She's just exaggerating.
Yeah. So I kind of cock my head to the side, even though I understand you.
Was that Trent?
Nah, I think that was to Siobhan.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll just look to indoors and kind of nod her head and say, oh, you must have been the other one that, and she'll point to Trent, that he was talking about. It's nice to meet you.
Sorry. I'm not quite sure what I would do. I guess I just whack my tail.
Okay. She'll look around to everyone and say, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Nope. Just given new acquaintances the whirlwind tour of the flatness that is Kansas.
Yes, this place is it's quite different from where I've been, but it's still got a nice view, the fields and whatnot. Do you mind if I join you on your tour? I'm kind of new here myself. Like I've been in Kansas for a while, but I've been setting up my office. I haven't had time to introduce myself here, I suppose.
If you've been here, you've seen most of it. I mean, there's the different places on the Sept, the Cairn Heart, the ritual area, all the things that you normally see. But yep, this is pretty much it. Flat, tall grass. I'm missing anything. Well, my job here is done. I guess I can loiter about again.
It is quite a nice day to just kind of lounge around, isn't it?
Yeah, just so long as you don't let your guard down too much. You can be rather quiet most of the time, but things do still happen around here. It's become a little more tense as of recent.
Oh, and why's that?
Well, aside from your normal worm-shaped things, apparently there's a bit of a scuffle going on. Fey folk that seem to have agitated here, and he'll give kind of a sideways glance towards the Fiona.
Sorry, what's going on? I was grabbing some food.
He was basically explaining that the place is mostly quiet, but there's definitely things that tend to pop up. Normal worm fair, there apparently seems to be a bit of a scuffle going on among the Fae folk that seem to have drawn, certainly on the Sept, sideways glance at the Fiona.
She looks very, very innocent at this and has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, and then he'll kind of just shift back and then go back to talking to the whole group. Yeah, it seems to be that there's that are siding with the Fae, and then there's Fae folk that are more aligned with the Pure Lands tribes. It's really weird. I don't try and get in the middle of it. It seems like a trouble waiting to happen.
The Fae folk? I thought those were all... I shouldn't be surprised. They're werewolves. My apologies. Well, that seems to be quite the mess.
Yeah, so far Peacemaker's done a pretty good job of keeping it non-confrontational, but it's definitely one of those things boiling on the back burner. Slowly bubbling.
Well, hopefully it is taken off the heat, so to speak, soon before it does come to a boil.
What do you mean
Yep.
on the back burner?
Okay, I'm gonna go with since Siobhan said she was translating. That'll be translated. Just say it's a metaphor. When you're cooking something like pasta, you put a pot of water onto a burner, a heater, your oven. When you turn it on, the water slowly heats up and it boils. That is what, I don't think I got your name, but that is what he is saying, and she'll gesture to Trent, is that things between the Fae folk and the rest of you guys are coming to a boil, and I said hopefully it is taken off the burner. So hopefully the boiling pot of water will be moved off of the fire so it cools down and does not start bursting.
But how does
Problem with thing. Oh, go ahead, Charles.
cooking and pots and water and fire all equate to these Fae folk? Or
It is a metaphor.
what's a
and
metaphor?
Also,
It symbolizes something.
It's a way to describe one thing as another. And that is what I was doing. I was comparing this political mishap, or, well, not mishap, but this political trouble, to boiling water.
Oh, very odd.
Trouble with things on the back burner is sometimes they get forgotten, and then they boil over, and then they make a wonderful stewy, pasty, boiling water mess all over the countertop that you have to clean up.
No, I didn't say move to the back burner. I just said move off of the burner so that there is no more heat.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying that since it's been moved to the back burner, people tend to forget about stuff on the back burner.
Well, who says the back burner has to be on? You could, or instead of moving it off the burner, you could simply turn the burner off.
Once again, and I won't name any names, but
The Fiona, correct?
another.
What would be a half a dozen of a baker's dozen then?
6.5.
Under.
I'm amazed you know that.
Oh, I didn't say that in character.
Oh, okay.
I thought I had said that quietly enough so that my microphone didn't pick it up.
No, that's all good. My bad. Well, I suppose if anyone has any legal troubles, please allow me to know. It's my specialty.
Question: if you're a kinfolk that's an attorney, does that make you detective?
Does that make me a what detective? Sorry, you cut out there.
Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Ace Venture Pet Detective? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Okay. She'll kind of look over to him and shrug and say, I am I guess, rights activist. That's primarily where I focus. When environmental protection agencies and whatnot try to, bring matters to court with the government, or to try and set up new contracts to protect this amount of land and the species and to put more regulations on factories and whatnot. That's what I do. So I'm not really detective, but, she'll just shrug.
Yeah, my ears perk up whenever you say environmental. But otherwise, you've lost my character.
Poor Lupus, I'm so sorry.
Like, the only word he kind of understood was environmental and businesses.
Oh well.
With Fiona tapping her feet, bouncing from foot to foot.
And she'll kind of look over and arch an eyebrow and say, is everything all right?
Oh, everything is perfect, all right. Just got a lot of energy, Young girl,
You're
around.
doing it again.
God damn it.
Just play your Irish princess. We all know that's what it's going to turn out to be, dude.
But she's not from Ireland. I can't do the accent. Oh, we lost Sean, too. Rip. Rest in pieces.
Adam, if you want to join, we're all just on the sept right now, talking.
But I don't think Adam has a werewolf, though.
Thought he had a kinfolk. Oh, my bad.
Kinfolk?
Okay. Maybe he's still creating it, I don't know. So, this whole, could someone explain to me exactly what a kinfolk does? I've only just recently figured out. Because my mother came back to me after, like, so many years and was just kind of like, hey, so here's all of this. She didn't really give me many details, though. Any hints at all what kinfolk do?
Well, kinfolk, from what I understand, tend to help out, deal with human society, do the things that we really can't do. Oh, and they make really good breeding stock. I remember that too.
Huh?
Yeah, it's something about like the wolf blood in them or something makes it so that when they have children with guru like us, it tends to make the guru like the kid. It's more likely to be a guru. It's really interesting. I hear it's like really confusing if you're like a genetic scientist or something like that, though.
People are not breeding stock, though.
She shrugs. That's what I was told.
It looks like she wants to say something. These are all motherfucking werewolves. She's just kind of, she's got her cane, in front of her, and she's leaning on it. She's just kind of, she's got the brittle smile on her face.
To Saban, I kind of say she sounds like she wants to be an alpha, even though she is much, much less than that.
Sorry, I was writing a message. I didn't quite catch that.
It looks like she wants to be an alpha, even though she is much, much less than that.
Siobhan shrugs and replies in Guru tongue. Everyone has dreams.
Ouch. You cut out.
Rip.
She said in the Guru tongue, everyone has dreams. That's all she said in the Guru tongue.
Everyone has dreams. Okay. I replied, Hamans are silly.
She shrugs.
At least the humans didn't fucking start the purging them.
Hashtag blame the Silver Fangs. And then at this point, Siobhan kind of just starts to wander off and explore the sept. Since everybody seems to be dropping, do we want to close the scene and let like people's internet recover or what? Because I don't think Sean's jumping back in for a bit.
I mean, that's like up to you. I wouldn't mind continuing the scene, but like if you two want to end it, that's fine.
It might be easier if you start another hangout though, because I only have half an hour. If you go longer than that, we need to start another hangout. Try it again.
okay?
Yeah, I really don't care either way. I'm kind of just distracted because it's kind of slow, and I was expecting more action. You know.
Yeah. A lot of people dropped. We could probably just pick this up later and whatnot.
Yeah,
Sorry about that, guys.
it's fine.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Stay tuned for more.